You can listen to this practice wherever it is that you find yourself today. You can be sitting down or laying down or even stretching and doing things if that's what you got to do. And hopefully wherever you're at when you listen, this will still be helpful to you in some way, shape, or form. And at the end of this meditation or guided relaxation, I will be reading from a book that I will type the name in the chat right now. It's called When Things Fall Apart, Heart Advice for Difficult Times by Pema Chödrön. So if you would like to listen to this practice while being in a still position, you can let now be a time where you just allow yourself to fidget, adjust, stretch, or move your body, whatever ways your body wants to move right now. Really doing your best to not think about these movements at all or worry about what anything looks like, but coming more fully into your sense of feeling and entering that curious perspective as you become curious about how different movements feel in your body right now. Rolling out the shoulders, the neck, maybe the hands and the wrists, the feet and the ankles, perhaps. Just trusting your own instincts when it comes to movement and allowing your body to move you in the ways that intuitively feel best in your bones, muscles, and joints. And if what feels best in your body at any time is stillness, then honoring that need for stillness whenever that feels like what you need. While also knowing that there is no rush whatsoever, and you may continue to move throughout this practice whenever you have the need to. But if you would prefer to listen to this while being in a still position, then you may make your way there if you haven't already. Just checking in that you are nice and comfortable in whatever position you've chosen, with your spine relatively straight. And if you're in a space where you feel safe to do so, you may allow your eyes to gently close at any time if they aren't closed already. As you now take a moment to mark your arrival into your practice today and into your body today with a full, intentional cleansing breath. Calling in fresh new air into the body, almost watching as the air enters your nose and fills you up to every corner and edge of you, getting as full as you possibly can get. As you hold that for a moment when you are full, to experience what it feels like to be full of air right now. And as you need to, slowly let all of that go. Exhaling each bit of air out of you, bit by bit, as you gently pull the navel in toward the spine at the bottom of your exhale to push any last bit of stagnant air out of you as you again pause for a moment here to just stay and experience what it feels like to be empty of air right now. As you allow your next breath to come in as it is needed. And you may continue to breathe in this slow, intentional, and exaggerated way for as many rounds that feels good and helpful to you, without any need to worry about the actual length of these inhales, these exhales, and the pauses on either side, but simply allowing each of the 4 parts of your breath to be exaggerated, whatever that means for you right now. So that we are simply slowing down the process of our breath. Slowing down each of the 4 parts of the breath. And therefore communicating to our entire nervous system that right now is a time to slow down, to let go, and to turn your attention inward. And again, you may continue to breathe in this exaggerated way for as many rounds as feels good and helpful to you. But at any point, if you haven't already, you may release all guidance over your breath altogether. And allow yourself to step back and up in the mind and into the role of the observer, into the perspective of the witness. Now simply noticing how your body is breathing you. Remembering how the breath can be either voluntary or automatic. And so as you released that voluntary guidance that we just had over the breath, you can now simply observe this automatic process of your own body breathing you. Practicing watching yourself and all of your body's natural processes the same way and with the same energy that you have when you watch any other force of nature. Maybe when you lay on the beach and watch the waves as they roll up along the shoreline. Or maybe when you stare out at a grand landscape. Never trying to change anything about what it is you are witnessing, but simply taking it in. And remembering now, even if it's just for a moment, that you are also a force of nature. And so allow yourself to be exactly as you already are. Even if there are aspects about who you are or where you are in life right now, or how you are feeling right now, that you don't particularly like or enjoy, allowing those things to be present as well. Softening your body physically into reality. Softening into whatever your reality is. And not adding any extra layers of tension in the form of resistance. Oftentimes, when we are experiencing physical pain or emotional pain or any form of disruption in our lives, oftentimes the thickest and heaviest layer of that suffering that we feel is one that we put on ourselves. Is that layer of all of the should thoughts and all of those voices that say, well, I should be feeling better. I should be doing better. I should be anything other than what I am right now. Or I should be in any other place than I am right now. And when those voices start chattering in our minds, when we notice that our mind is telling us that we should be anything different than what we are right now, we can let that word should in itself be a cue for you to simply inquire a little deeper. And remind yourself that however you are right now is exactly how you are meant to be, or else you would not be this way. And wherever you are right now is exactly where you're meant to be, even if it doesn't feel that way. And we can know these things and accept these truths while at the same time having goals and aspirations to be somewhere different in the future, to act differently in the future. But we must first accept where we are now. Because that honest place in reality is the only place where real change can begin. So you may continue to feel all that is here for you to feel. Continue to soften your body physically into all it is you are feeling. Maybe almost feeling as if all the muscles in your body are just ungripping from the bones as they release back into the support of your own skin. As you just trust your own anatomy and your own body and where you are right now. As you listen to the following words that were written by Pema Chödrön in their book, When Things Fall Apart, Heart Advice for Difficult Times. Allowing anything at all that feels like it resonates with you to soak in deeper and not worrying about the rest. As human beings, not only do we seek resolution, but we also feel that we deserve resolution. However, not only do we not deserve resolution, we suffer from resolution. We don't deserve resolution. We deserve something better than that. We deserve our birthright, which is the middle way, an open state of mind that can relax with paradox and ambiguity. To the degree that we have been avoiding uncertainty, we're naturally going to have withdrawal symptoms. Withdrawal from always thinking that there's a problem that someone somewhere needs to fix. The middle way is wide open, but it's tough going because it goes against the grain of an ancient neurotic pattern that we all share. When we feel lonely, when we feel hopeless, what we want to do is move to the right or to the left. We don't want to sit and feel what we feel. We don't want to go through that detox. Yet the middle way encourages us to do just that. It encourages us to awaken the bravery that exists in everyone without exception, including you and me. Meditation provides a way for us to train in the middle way, in staying right on the spot. We are encouraged not to judge whatever arises in our mind. In fact, we are encouraged not to even grasp whatever arises in our mind. What we usually call good or bad, we simply acknowledge as thinking, without all the usual drama that goes along with right and wrong. We are instructed to let the thoughts come and go as if touching a bubble with a feather. This straightforward discipline prepares us to stop struggling and discover a fresh, unbiased state of being. When you wake up in the morning and out of nowhere comes the heartache of alienation and loneliness, could you use that as a golden opportunity? Rather than persecuting yourself or feeling that something terribly wrong is happening, right there in the moment of sadness and longing, could you relax and touch the limitless space of the human heart? Next time you get a chance, experiment with this. So you can just take these next few moments now to just allow each and every word that you have heard today And each and every feeling that you have felt today to settle within you. As if every word and feeling was a speck of glitter in this big snow globe of your own body. And now is the time where we set you down. Let all the glitter settle to the bottom as the air clears. And trusting that anything at all that you heard today that resonated with you or struck a chord with you on a deep level, just trusting that that feeling can sometimes come when we hear on the outside what a part of ourselves already knows to be true on the inside. And so just allowing those deep truths to be enhanced within you so that you feel a little bit more confidence to act on your own intuition and to trust your own instincts. And if it feels like something you would like to do today, you can now let your hands find each other in a prayer position toward heart center. As you feel this contact of your palms and fingertips to one another, and you let your heart lift toward your thumbs as your thumbs press back toward your heart. And tune in to this rhythm of your own heartbeat, the rhythm of your own life. As you now call in a final deep and full breath of air into the body, filling up the most you have today. And as you exhale, letting go of anything at all you're ready to let go of, as you allow the head to gently bow. Taking this moment to bow to the source of energy that allows all of our hearts to beat, whatever you believe that to be. And bowing to everyone else in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. And may this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights. And may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and to everyone that you see. Thank you, thank you, thank you.